children, a very good morning to all of you. As you know that we are going through the chapter pressure, and in my last video I discussed about the formula and how pressure depends on force and area and its units, etc. Today let us talk about the pressure in liquids. Not only in solids, but we see pressure exerted by liquids too, and also gases, pressure exerted by fluids, I can say. So fluids, in fluids we can actually, both liquids and gases come under the category of fluids because they flow. Okay, so today we'll discuss about the pressure exerted by liquids. So as you can see that liquids exert three types of pressures, basically three kinds of pressure: sideward pressure, upward pressure and downward pressure. So let us understand the sideward pressure with the help of one small activity. Did you see, children, when water was taken in one bottle, in one container, then you can understand that that liquid is actually, exerting equal pressure in all the directions, upward, sideward and downward, in all the directions, because the liquid molecules are free to move, isn't it? Now that's the reason when there were holes made alongside of the wall, okay, or the walls of the bottle, on the side walls of the bottle, you can see that the water gushes out. It comes out with force. It indicates that it has, it exerts pressure in sideward directions also. Now coming to the upward pressure, you do this small activity. We all know this. So here, just take one tumbler or a bucket or anything, fill that half of it with water, and take one plastic, plastic ball, or you can take a closed container, box or anything, bottle, jar, anything. You close it up, and if you are taking a ball, you just try to immerse it. What happens after? Just push it down with some force. Just apply some force and try to push it down. Okay, try to immerse it and just leave it. All of a sudden what will happen? You will see that the ball bounces up. And why is that happening? See, push the ball down like this, just immerse it half, or completely, just try to immerse it, and all of a sudden when you leave it, the ball just bounces up. So it shows the upward pressure. The water that is taken in the bucket or tray or whatever, that it pushes the ball upwards, and that shows the upward pressure of water. This upward pressure, it's also called as buoyancy. So that's the reason I'll be telling you later regarding the Archimedes principle, which is very much related to this buoyancy, the upward pressure of water. Okay, that makes the things float. Right. So here it is, this activity, a small activity, shows that water exerts upward pressure also. If you talk about the downward pressure, see, as you can see that when I made three holes, the water coming out of it, you can see that it is not falling on one particular place. Can you see? This is falling at one position, this is falling at two, and this is falling at third position. The positions are different. With the height, can you see? The bottommost is actually covering, it's falling at a greater distance, right? 3, which is nothing but at a greater distance. The middle point, you can see that it is just near a little bit closer than the bottommost, the F, right? And D, you can see that it is just flowing very closely to the jar. What does this indicate? So this, the force or the pressure with which the water is coming out is different at different heights. What do you understand by this? Which one has more pressure? How can you know that? So if the water is falling out at a greater distance, it means that it has got more pressure. And which point here has got more pressure? The bottommost. So you can understand here that water actually, it exerts downward pressure such that because of the gravity, the water, exerts more pressure at the bottom, the depths. Okay. So you can see that that's the reason why at the bottommost point the pressure is maximum. So the pressure in the water, it depends on the height of the column. Very important to note. Okay. The pressure of water at a certain height, it depends on the height of the column. It depends on the amount of water above it. If you see point. Okay, this particular level, if you see how much of water is above it, there's lot of water above it, and that's the reason why so much of water is above it. The mass of the water present above it is more, the height of the column. This is only called as the height of the column. The height of the column is more, that means the water is more, and because of it so much of pressure is acted downwards because of gravity, and because of that the pressure is maximum at the bottom. As you slowly see the D point, if you see at this particular point, you can see that the height is very less. The height of the column, the amount of water present above it is very less, and that's the reason why, you know, the pressure is lesser when compared to the point C or F. Did you understand, children? As the height increases, this height, the length of the column or the height of the column, if it increases, the pressure also will increase. So that is about the pressure of liquids basically. Okay. And apart from height, the pressure of liquid, any liquid, depends upon not only height but also density of the liquid. It depends on the density of the liquid also. Okay. It depends on the density of the liquid and gravity also. So gravitational force, the acceleration due to mainly gravity. Okay. So that's the reason why the pressure of any liquid is calculated as rho d and rho hg. Rho hg. That means rho means it is a Greek letter which is nothing but density. Density is represented as rho, and h is the height of the column, and g is the gravity of the gravity. Okay. So this is the formula. You won't find it in the textbook. Please do understand. This is an extra point. Please make a note of it. It will be helpful for you in the next classes. Okay. So this is about the pressure exerted by liquids. My next class, I will be explaining about the pressure exerted by gases also. As you know that the pressure not only is exerted by liquids but also by gases also. We will be learning about that in our next video. Thank you.